Right, let's kick off another deep dive. Today we're going to be exploring miniature landscaping and the nurseries that cater to this, like, I don't know, pretty intricate art form.
Sounds cool.
Our source material is a blog post by a guy, Ang.
Dang.
Yeah, and he calls himself an old software plumber with a passion for gardening.
I love that.
He's thinking about redesigning his front yard, and his blog post basically chronicles a visit he made to a nursery
Okay.
that specializes in landscaping solutions,
hmm
primarily featuring perennial plants.
So it's interesting you bring that up, right? This whole idea of niche plant nurseries.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's a growing trend. I mean, it's a really smart move in such a competitive market, offering these curated selections for specific gardening styles.
Right, totally.
Like you said, perennials.
Yeah, exactly.
It's brilliant.
The post was published January 25th, 2025 on his website, kionmeng.org.
Okay.
So for anyone listening who might be picturing, those little fairy gardens we see.
Yeah.
What exactly, I got miniature landscaping?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way. It's like creating a tiny, incredibly detailed world using miniature plants, rocks, other elements.
I like that.
It's like capturing the essence of a full-scale landscape, but shrinking it down.
I can definitely see the appeal. It's like
Wow.
having this little piece of nature that you can control, shape.
Yeah, totally.
You mentioned perennials being a key part of this. I know they come back every year, but can you kind of elaborate on why they're so important for miniature landscaping?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Perennials are like, I guess you could say, the foundation of a miniature landscape. They provide structure and lasting beauty.
Mm-hmm.
They come back year after year. So instead of starting from scratch every spring, your miniature world kind of evolves and matures over time.
That's a great point. It sounds like Ang's visit to the nursery really opened his eyes to the possibilities. He described seeing a wide variety of shrubs and trees, all perfectly sized for these miniature creations. He even came across bonsai, which I understand is like a whole other level.
Yeah, bonsai's amazing. I actually took a bonsai workshop once.
Really?
It was incredible to see how these master gardeners could manipulate the trees to grow in such unique ways. It's truly an art form. It requires years of patience and skill to shape these miniature trees.
So it fits right in with this whole concept of miniature landscaping then.
Totally.
This attention to detail and crafting something truly unique. But Ang's facing a bit of a dilemma. He's torn between going all in on miniature landscaping or sticking with a more traditional tropical style for his front yard.
It's like the classic design dilemma, right?
Right.
It really raises some interesting questions about, personal preferences and the practicalities of each style.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can imagine there's a lot to consider. How does the upkeep of a miniature landscape compare to a more traditional style, like a tropical garden?
That's a great question. Miniature landscaping, with all the intricate details, might seem like it would require constant attention.
Right.
But surprisingly, once it's established, it can actually be relatively low maintenance.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, it's not like you're out there with tweezers meticulously pruning each tiny plant every day.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, choosing the right plants is key. Hardy perennials, like the ones featured in Ang's blog post, are perfect for this. They require less fuss and can withstand, a bit more neglect than some of those delicate annuals.
Right. So you're essentially building a landscape that's designed to last and mature over time.
Exactly.
What about tropical gardens, though? I've always loved that look.
Mm.
All lush and vibrant, but I always just assumed they required a ton more work.
You're right, they can be a bit more demanding. Tropical plants often thrive in humid environments, so depending on where you live, you might need to pay closer attention to watering and fertilizing.
Oh, okay.
Some might even need protection from frost or harsh sun.
So location plays a big role in whether a tropical garden is even like a good fit.
Absolutely, and it comes down to how much, time and effort you're willing to invest. But think about the payoff, though. I mean, imagine stepping out your door and feeling like you're in a tropical paradise. It's all about weighing the pros and cons.
It really does sound like both options have their own unique challenges and rewards.
Yeah.
With miniature landscaping, you're creating this meticulously crafted world in miniature.
Right.
But with a tropical garden, you're embracing a more vibrant, free-flowing style.
Exactly. Each style offers, I think, a different aesthetic experience.
Mm-hmm.
And for Aang, it's about choosing the one that best reflects his personal style and how he wants to use his outdoor space.
It's interesting to think about how these two seemingly opposite approaches to landscaping could both satisfy that desire to connect with nature just in different ways.
I think you're right. It's all about finding that balance between your vision and what's realistically achievable given your environment,
Yeah,
and your lifestyle.
for sure. This has been a fascinating look at miniature landscaping and the decision-making process involved in choosing the right style for your space.
Hmm.
So we've covered quite a bit, from niche nurseries and hardy perennials to bonsai and the challenges of tropical gardening.
Yeah.
What are some key takeaways for our listeners? Maybe they're feeling inspired to try miniature landscaping or even just explore these specialized plant nurseries.
Well, I think the biggest takeaway for me is that gardening can be so much more than just planting rows of flowers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a real opportunity to express your creativity and build a world that reflects your style.
Yeah, it's about finding those little pockets of beauty and wonder.
Hmm.
Maybe it's a miniature landscape on a balcony or even transforming a whole front yard into a tropical oasis.
Totally. And it doesn't have to be all or nothing either. Start small, experiment with different plants and designs, and just let your garden evolve.
That's a good point. Sometimes I think we get too caught up in wanting everything to be perfect from the start.
Yeah.
But gardening is all about the journey, the process of nurturing, and the joy of just watching things grow.
Exactly. Like Aang is discovering. The exploration is part of the fun.
Hmm.
He's learning about different styles, researching plants, and ultimately making choices that will shape his outdoor space for years to come.
It's great to see people like Ang embracing this world of, niche nurseries and specialized gardening. It speaks to that larger trend of seeking out like real expertise and unique experiences.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a reminder that even in something as, I don't know, seemingly simple as gardening, there's always more to learn.
Well said.
Yeah.
To wrap up our deep dive into miniature landscaping and niche plant nurseries, we encourage you to think outside the traditional flower bed.
Yeah, get creative.
Maybe you'll be inspired to seek out a specialized nursery in your area or start planning your own miniature world.
And if you do, let us know. Share your miniature landscaping creations with us on social media.
Sounds good.
Until then, happy gardening.
Happy gardening, everyone.